You know that you are the creator of your own reality. You know how that is so? You know that you are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe, and that you are constantly emitting a signal whether you know it or not, and law of attraction is responding to it. So it's good for you to be aware of the signal that you're offering, which means you must be aware of your guidance system, which means you must be aware that there is another part of you that is reflecting a vibration also, which means that the vibration of you and the thought that you are offering is having a relationship with the vibration of the larger part of you and the thoughts that the larger part of you is having about the same thing in the same moment. That when you think a thought, the larger part of you has an opinion, an awareness, a perspective about the exact same thing, and your emotions tell you if there is any vibrational variance between the two. So when you hate someone and you feel that awful feeling of hate, that emotion is telling you that the source within you does not have the same opinion. And you say, that's just weird. The source within me must not have walked in my shoes, must not have read that letter, must not have heard those words. And we say, yeah, heard all of it, just took it differently. Just continue to love anyway. Why would source continue to love when somebody doesn't deserve it? Because from the perspective of source, they always deserve love. And if you choose to not love someone, then you pinch yourself off. Didn't see that one coming. So when people do bad things, and I merely innocently observe the badness that they do, in my choosing to push against them, I cut myself off from source. And we say, the operative words are, you cut yourself off, because source is still there for you. Isn't it nice to know that you have guidance within you that lets you know at all times what your relationship is with that broader perspective? Do you know you have that broader perspective? Do you know it's available to you? You know that even though you're in these bodies, that larger part exists and is aware all the time, interested in this moment, in this powerful moment, where who you are and who you're letting yourself be have the potential of converging, but you hold the power of the convergence. Did you know that? So Abraham, does that mean that source can't love me enough to penetrate my hatred? That's what it means. Because you have the free will to choose whatever it is you give your attention to. You get to think the thoughts you choose to think. There's no negative repercussion in the sense that there is no assertion. You didn't exactly learn that from your parents, did you? Seemed like there were negative repercussions when you disagreed with them sometimes. If they didn't like what you were doing, sometimes they tried to guide your behavior through their words or through their behavior or through withholding of things to you, a sort of punishment. If you don't do what I say, then this bad thing will be your experience. But there's nothing like that in your relationship with Source, because Source continues to love. And if you want to know how you know that, find a reason not to and feel the absence of your allowance of Source within you. And that also is the operative word, your allowance of Source within you. Because no matter what, that non-physical part of you, that Source energy part of you, is flowing to you, and you have full access to it. You just have to practice yourself vibrationally into aligning with it. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's so easy to be in alignment with it. When you look around your world or up close at your space and you see something wonderful, it's easy for you to love, isn't it? You just observe a loving or a lovable thing and you love. And it feels so good that you would like to demand everyone to be just like that. If you would just behave, then I could be the loving being I was born to be. That's what you say to most people. Don't you know you're making me crazy? Don't you know you're making me mad? Don't you know you're upsetting me? Don't you know that if you would behave differently, I would feel better? And we say, yep, we all pretty much know that. You've said it often, but it isn't the way it works, is it? You have to decide that you want to feel good, and you have to want to feel good. Why would you want to feel good? Well, because you want to feel good. But if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would want to feel good because it would mean we are in vibrational harmony with broader perspective. And that not only feels good, it has many, many, many benefits. When you sync up with that broader perspective, you have access to the energy that creates worlds. You have access to impulses and ideas and inspiration. You have access to all of the things that you want. You have access to everything you've ever wanted. You have access to all that you've sifted and sorted to discover. I know I don't want that. I want that. And when you discover something that you want, it is held in a vibrational escrow for you. We call it your vortex. Some people are annoyed with the concept, but it's the way that it is. You've been synthesizing life, and you've been coming to personal conclusions, and you have created a vibrational version of you. A version of you that is happier. A vibration of you that holds many things that you want, who lives where you want to live and looks the way you want to look and lives with who you want to live with. In other words, there's a vibrational version of you that is intact, a vibrational version that always precedes the manifested version.